How's it going, beautiful people? Welcome back to today's video. This is an SLR control arm for BMW E36, and on this car, that purple thing, that is the SLR tie rod tube. As all of my subscribers know, this car currently has an SLR Mini kit, and while having that kit for about a year after 5, I believe, drift events, I think it is time for me to upgrade it. Alright, so let me explain to you guys real quick why I decided to go from these very nicely made 3 inches extended control arm to the full-on ultra arm from SLR. Take a look at here. Obviously, the car is at full lock and full droop. It's not going to be like this all the time when I'm driving, but take a look at the ball joint here, and same as the ball joint that goes into the subframe. So they're both pretty much bottomed out, and I didn't really have this problem before when I had the 2 inches extended control arms, because, you know, it's an inch shorter and the load is much lighter. This angle is much smaller. So right after I put these on, I realized that even though I had a lot more clearance than before, the steering wheel started to feel very tight at all times. And it shouldn't be like that. I know that for sure, because no matter what speed I was doing, no matter which direction I was going, the resistance is still there. And even after I disconnected this tie rod tube, theoretically without the rack, the resistance should be gone, right? No. When I try to turn the wheel with my hand, it still feels very tight. So that's how I knew the ball joint is not bad, but it's just too tight. So to eliminate that problem, I mean, it's drivable. It doesn't really affect anything. It just feels very tight all the time. So to eliminate this little problem and to just have a little bit more angle, a little less binding, I decided to go with this beautiful, beautiful SLR Ultra arms. Yeah. Anyways, let's put these on. Should be fairly simple, just like how you change your control arm normally. The only difference is, well, the only 2 differences are you use this stud for those 2 spherical ball joints, and that's it. And also, I got these. These are the replacement bushing or bearing. It's for the lollipop. It goes on to the end, and yeah, goes into the lollipop. I didn't get the brass one from, I think, Garagistic or some other brand. I'm pretty sure Garagistic carries it, at least. I didn't get the brass one from them, just because, I don't know. I should have. Yeah. If you got a chance, get the brass one from them, because it doesn't back out. I mean, this never back out on me either. So I guess if money's tight, get these. And if money isn't an issue, get the brass one for more security. Yeah. Oh, by the way, these arms are extremely light, like super light. Yeah, I think at least like 4 or 5 pounds lighter than the stock one, especially lighter than the extended one. Yeah, and stronger, obviously. Dude, the mosquitoes out here is not playing around. Oh my God. Ugh. Oh, I guess another good thing about the SLR arm is it comes with a bracket. It comes with a taps, so I can get rid of this sway bar mounting bracket. Actually, this is one of my innovations. So obviously this is the bracket, and you can't really see it out here, but the welding spot is right next to the hole for the sway bar. So this wouldn't sit flush against the control arm. So I had to raise it with one of these washers. I don't even know where I got these from. So, you know, I raise it up and yeah, everything works perfectly. Or I guess I could have like grind these down, but I didn't feel like making a whole lot of metal dust and noise. It worked, and that's all that matters. Nope. There we go. This is something called pickle forks. And now all I need to do is disconnect the lollipop and it should pop right off. So now you can see I put the subframe side together, actually on top of the stock arm. And you can see on this end it's the same length, but over here, here's the difference. You'll see this mounting point is slightly more forward than the 3-inch extended stock arm. And that's because when DevWorks made it for me, he actually maintained the stock geometry. Pretty much it'll have the same caster as stock, but now, and I'm pretty sure this is one of the reasons so many people love SLRs, is because how dynamic it is when you're driving it, because look, you have more caster than before. Obviously you have more clearance. I'm pretty sure this is like at least half an inch longer than the stock one, and the stock one's already 3 inches extended. Yeah, and much lighter. Now, I have never tried WiseFab before, but personally, I think WiseFab cars look so planted. I'm pretty sure it's easy to drive, it has a lot of angle, but I love cars that are dynamic, that are just exciting to watch. But then again, I'm not saying WiseFab cars are not exciting to watch. I like purple, okay? Yeah, that's good enough reason. Purple and gold is Chinese royal color. Look. Yeah, anyways, let's put it on. Along with the arm comes with the instruction, and there's only one step because I only bought the arms. Anyways, inner ball joint studs. So you insert the ball joint stud first. Here is the control arm. You drop the this is such a snug fit. That's so beautiful. You drop the ball joint stud from the top to the control arm, and then you insert the shim from the bottom. There you go, goes all the way in. Do not tighten it up until the shim goes all the way in. You see? Yeah, otherwise you're gonna damage the shim and the ball joint. And then you lock it, dropped it. Anyways, and you lock the shin up with the thinner nut. If I can ever, put it on. Thank you. There you go. And you lock it up with another nut. And then you lock it up from the top with this nut and torque everything down to 65 foot-pounds of torque equals 90 Newton meters. A lot of nuts. Yeah. Hope you like it. Yeah. Since this bushing is still in very good condition, despite the dirt and the scratches, yeah, so I'm gonna reuse this. Here comes another trick of mine. This is my hack. I call it my SLR hack. So originally this nut sits right here in between, but to give it more caster, I remove this and tighten it up from the back. Yeah, that way it can be shortened even more and gives it more caster. But now, I don't think I need it anymore. Right here, same thing as earlier. You have to insert the shim. And make sure it's flush and it's all the way inside of the bearing. There you go, like that. Then you lock it up. Alright, y'all, so this is the finishing product. The purple is kind of not the same anymore because, you know, these are faded. Also, these are anodized, and that I believe is powder coated. So, yeah, the anodized one always gonna fade first. Also, these has been with me for like over a year, and this is brand spanking new. By the way, this one is not connected yet. I need to extend the end link out a little bit, or figure something out for it to be, I don't know, like for me to feel comfortable about it, because this kind of had a huge angle right now. And it's literally at its limit, you know, of the ball joint. Anyways, man, this is beautiful. I can't say that word enough. Oh, God. Yeah. I hope this can eliminate my binding issue or like stiff steering feeling issue once and for all. I'm pretty sure it will, because I just turned the wheel a little bit, even though that side is still with a stock arm on it. But yeah, that's something, right? And let me throw on the wheel and let's see how it looks like when it's on full lock. And by the way, I believe I still have the travel limiter on the rack. But you know, just add 5 to 10 more degrees on top of what you're about to see, and that's how the Ultra Kit is when you unleash the full potential of it. Oh yeah. Oh, don't mind the rust. It's been outside for a while. And don't mind the empty engine bay. It's gonna have something in it. Something, I promise. Now, with the installation completed on one side, let's compare the clearance difference. Oh, by the way, I actually just adjusted the toe a little bit. Kind of eyeballed it to make sure that it's not towing in too much, because, you know, this arm is actually even longer than before. Yeah, let's take a look. To the firewall, to the frame rail, that's actually more than before, I think. Let's take a look at the other side. Oh yeah, definitely more than before. Because, take a look at this. It's super close to the frame rail. Alright, now, let's take a look at the gap between the tire to the sway bar. 2 fingers? Okay. Let's take a look at this side. Also 2 fingers, maybe a little bit more. So that means, I had an 1/8 of an inch toe out on these arms, on the old arms. So that means I can toe out a little bit more on this side. Or rather, I should toe out more on this side. But yeah, good to know. Even if I dial in a little bit more toe out with the SLR arms, I still have more than enough room between the tire and the frame rail. Cool. Cool beans. Lovely. And take a look at this. The full ball joint. There's still a little bit more room for more droop. That's crazy. I'm pretty sure with these arms, my problems will no longer exist and the car is going to drive better than ever. Yeah, you can see this was caused by the tire making contact with the frame rail. And now it's not going to happen anymore. Yeah. It's already, rusting because it's been sitting for a couple months. But yeah. And this side was even worse on the driver's side. And this has spun me out so many times when I was driving at full lock. Now I don't have to worry about that anymore. Lovely. Anyways, that's enough of me talking today. Thank you, Sean Love from Sean Love Racing. That's what SLR stands for. If you didn't know, now you do. Yeah, thank you, Sean, for making such an amazing product. Wish I got it earlier. But anyways, I hope this video helped you with picking the arms, comparing the arms, kits, and maybe installing it. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.